Opera Essence, 100% freshly squeezed opera juice, is an opera a colori podcast, giving you everything you need to know to help you enjoy the world's finest operas. In this episode, we explore the plot of La Rondine by Giacomo Puccini. Act 1. A Parisian evening at sunset in 1875. From the large windows in the drawing room of the courtesan Magda, the Tuileries garden is illuminated by the sun's golden, warm, waning rays. Inside, a party is taking place where the guests are all happily involved in animated and playful conversation. The astute Prunier is entertaining the lady of the house and her friends, recounting them with news of the new, dangerous fashion that is invading Parisian high society. He is talking about sentimental love, detached from frivolous sensations, and only focusing on romance and languor. The girls mock this new prevailing sentimentalism, personified by a heroine of a poem by Prunier himself, Doretta, who prefers the love of a student to the promises of a noble suitor. But Magda says that she had herself in her youth been involved in a sentimental adventure with a young student of whom she still has sweet memories. In truth, the woman is tired of living under the control of her protector, Rambaldo, and these feelings seem to come to light when, while reading her palm, Prunier predicts that Magda, one day, will fly away like a swallow. In the meantime, Ruggero, a friend of Rambaldo, enters the room. It is his first time in Paris, and he wants to discover all the places of worldly life. The girls recommend going to Bouillet's Café, and in a short time, the whole group decides to move on to there in search of further fun. Last to leave are Prunier, accompanied by his lover, the waitress, Lisette. Magda initially refuses to join the party, but later changes her mind and, dressed and coiffed in the style of a grisette, a term that indicates a kept young woman, she joins the group. Act 2. At Bouillet's Café, a large crowd of merrymakers, grisettes, and their suitors are dancing. Into this lively atmosphere enters Magda, disguised, as mentioned, as a grisette, and is immediately approached by a group of students and artists. The woman distances herself from them and sits at the table with Ruggero, who does not recognize her, but appreciates her beauty and invites her to dance. The two immediately sense a strong attraction, but the woman decides not to reveal her true identity yet and tells Ruggero her name is Paulette. Prunier and Lisette arrive. The girl recognizes her mistress in disguise and her gentleman friend. The four unite in a hymn to life and love. Rambaldo's entrance, noticed by Lisette, interrupts the joy of the four friends. Magda invites Prunier, Lisette, and Ruggero to leave the place and stops to talk to her protector. The woman confesses to Rambaldo that she is in love with Ruggero and that she no longer wants to go home with him. Disappointed, the man turns his back on his former companion, who is therefore free to return to the arms of her new love. Act 3. Magda and Ruggero now live a secluded life far away from social interactions in a residence on the French Riviera. Although the love that binds them has not lost its strength, the couple begins to feel the stress of their withdrawn and financially strapped existence. Magda has not yet revealed to the man her true identity or her past as a courtesan, and this thought keeps her in great apprehension. However, Ruggero is optimistic about the future and has asked his mother to consent to marriage with the woman he loves. Prunier and Lisette arrive. The girl is very dejected. Her lover has in fact arranged for her to make her debut in the theatre, but the recent reactions to her performances have been anything but positive. Lisette has therefore decided to abandon the stage and return to Magda's service, who welcomes her like a friend. Once Prunier has left, Magda reads a letter written by Ruggero's mother, in which the elderly woman says she is happy to agree to the marriage and eager to welcome her son's future bride into her home. Magda can no longer tolerate the deception. She knows well that accepting marriage would mean compromising Ruggero's home and the honour of his family. Desperate, she reveals the truth to her betrothed. Ruggero, shocked, begs the woman not to abandon him, but Magda is adamant. She will never agree to dishonour the man she loves or his family, and she has no other choice than to leave the nest of happiness and, like a swallow, fly towards her destiny. Now you're familiar with the storyline, why don't you listen to our 5 Fun Facts podcast to find out more interesting features surrounding this opera? And now, the house lights are dimmed, it's time to enjoy the show. Opera Essence, 100% freshly squeezed opera juice, is an opera a colori production. This episode was written by Tommaso Quanilli, produced by Selena Bellomi and Ivo Rizzi, and presented by Felicity Murphy. Follow us on our social media pages at Opera a Colori.